If you're like me, you balance a full-time job with this whole art thing along with a professional life, family, and at times this can be overwhelming. Time to draw or work on your projects can very easily slip by if you're not careful. Sometimes we can even stop drawing entirely for seasons, our attention pulled or sometimes forced in a different direction. At the same time, we can work so hard on our art goals that the other things in life can slip away as well. It's all a balance, one that we must walk carefully. I don't know about you, but I started doing this whole art thing without really a clear end goal in mind. I just know that this is what I want to do with my life, one way or another. And to be honest, there's this sinking feeling that I don't really know what's next for me if this whole art thing works out, if I can end up making a living off of it. Sometimes I feel like that old saying of a dog chasing a mailman, once I catch him, I don't really know what I'll do. I've been working at this art stuff, nearly 10 years now, and I've been on the grind of it for so long that I don't even really know what I'm going to do once I get to where I think I want to be. Will I even realize when I quote unquote make it? Or is it a case of maybe I've been where I want to be all along? That's for sure a fear or really a thought that I have. I would say it's not really a fear. Have I been blind this whole time? I haven't really talked about this too much on the channel, but while I'm not a professional drawer, I am actually already a professional artist. I work in the videography, video/film editing industry as my full-time job. So still art, but just a different kind than, the kind I do here. I still do enjoy doing that, video film stuff, but it's not really the medium that speaks to me like drawing or illustration does. It doesn't fulfill my creative needs in the same way or as much as art does. I take this art stuff seriously, at least as much as I can. I love drawing, and improving at art is very important to me. Making progress and seeing myself improve in one way or another, working on projects, making progress with that. I also at the same time don't take it super seriously at all, because if I put myself under all that pressure to perform or, worry about what's next and all that kind of stuff, nothing will get done. It's not really healthy, and, really there is no pressure, right? I can take this journey as slow or as fast as I want, and you can too. It's all in our hands. And if there is pressure, to perform or that kind of a thing, most of the time it's self-inflicted, unless you're like doing a test project for a job or something, which in that case, there is probably pressure there, but it's a good kind, And a question that kind of keeps popping up in my head as I go through all these things I've mentioned and these thoughts is, is this the point? Is the journey the destination? Is that the point? Is this the struggle, the ups and downs? While all this is difficult, and fun at the same time, it certainly does give my life meaning. I don't know what's next. I don't know when, like what happened last year, all of you started watching, and it's super cool and great. I don't know, that kind of thing. So, doing art and learning to draw and struggling to quote unquote make it, I've learned more about myself and the world and how to see as an artist than I ever thought I would, how to see the world. It's one of the most fulfilling things I've done in my life. I've said this before, but, kid me would be thrilled that I can draw like this. And, it's not, about money at all, really, for me, right? Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you're getting that from this little conversation here. But, working as a professional artist is the goal pretty much, because it would free me up to draw all day, right? I don't really care if I'm doing it for me or for someone else. I'll be doing it for me regardless, right? Like outside of the job, but I just like to draw, it doesn't really matter what it is. The money is kind of I would say a first and also secondary thing, almost as an obligation, just because I obviously have things that are more important to me, like my family and all those kinds of things, my health, to take care of. So if you do take this stuff seriously like I do, and are essentially starting from zero like I did, how difficult it is. It's important to take the journey in stride, as it comes to you, because if you try to eat the whole elephant, so to speak, at once, you'll burn yourself out so faster than you would believe, so it's important to have the right mindset and just to enjoy the process and enjoy the difficulty, right? I tried to do it all at once my first couple of years and quit drawing for like another year in that journey, which was also an important thing within my progress, right? Hopefully I'm also not, scaring anyone here who's just starting out drawing. It's fun, I promise. But it is difficult, but for me, that's, like I said, that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it worthwhile, is that it is difficult. That's it for today. I just kind of needed to get this out there. Thanks for listening to my little talk here. I've been thinking about this kind of stuff a lot lately, as I'll be turning 30 this year, and I've kind of just been reflecting on the journey so far and looking back at my 20s. I'd love to know in the comments, especially if you're a more experienced artist than I am and further along on the journey, how do you balance art and life? How do you, I really feel like I'm hitting the climax of my journey, right, so far. And I feel like something's gonna happen soon, and I don't really know what that is. And things have been happening already, right? But I've had this feeling for, like, I would say, the past couple of years, and things have been happening, and I feel like the work of my early 20s has been paying off, now, right? And it's just something that we got to stick with and just see where it takes us, and that's the fun part, and that's the rewarding part, right? But yeah, love to know how you are doing and how you are handling the journey. How do you balance art and life and all that good stuff? And yeah, thanks for listening, and thanks for watching. I hope you're doing well this week, and I'll see you when I see you.